Thank you, everybody, for coming back to another episode of Cobra TV. So here we are, guys, and another No Man's Sky blackout moment of news and info. I wanted to let everybody know that I'm temporarily moving the No Man's Sky subcast that I do over Twitch to Saturday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will go pretty long, 3 hours maybe. I might start earlier than that, but for sure 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to get on the show, add my Skype name below, and the Twitch link is also down there too. But while we are in a dead spot of info, I see a lot of comments asking questions of things that, we already know. And I could tell that these people have just learned about No Man's Sky. So I wanted to take a look at some of those questions and address some of those issues on this episode. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everybody that comments on these videos, for people that like the videos, and a sincere, and I mean a super huge, sincere thank you to all of you that are donating to Cobra TV. If you want to come on the show as a guest co-host, message me. Now, moving on to some of these questions, I'm not going to try and pronounce some of these names because I destroy names. I kill them. So what I'm going to do, the picture is going to be up, so if you know how to pronounce it, it's fine. I'm not going to try. But the first commenter says, "Hi Cobra TV, so I've learned only your channel is where I get my questions answered about No Man's Sky, so thank you. Moving on to my question is, I want to understand, are we traveling the universe of just our galaxy? And if it is both, will we have all of our 88 constellations in our galaxy that we can travel, and all the stars in each constellation and surrounding planets by those stars? My second question, will we see stars of all kinds like pulsing star, neutron star, dwarf stars, and red giants? Thank you." It's not modeled after our universe. No Man's Sky is more than one galaxy. It is a universe. There's more than one galaxy, although we have not been told how the other galaxies come into play. The only stated goal so far is to get to the center of the first galaxy that we all start in. And when I say the word goal, I'm saying that very loosely, because No Man's Sky is about not having goals. It's about complete freedom, taking the barriers down, doing whatever you want. So when I say the word goal, I'm using it very loosely. But if people do want a goal, that's it. The second question about the stars, yeah, he said there's real stars, and then there's stars that really just don't exist in real life. It all comes down to gameplay elements. We know that red stars in No Man's Sky are a resource-rich area. So, like he said in the AMA, it would be cool to see a supernova, but it's all about having fun playing the game. If a supernova or something like that does not offer a good gameplay element, then it's probably not going to be there. He gave the example that black hole could be a good gameplay element, but maybe a supernova might not be. So there are some of our real types of stars, not all of them, and there are stars that just really don't exist. But who are we to say they don't exist, because we can't see the end of the universe in real life. So yeah, they made up some stars and they used some real stars. The second commenter states, "This game can't go online." The game is online. It's a single player multiplayer game. It's by that being multiplayer, you're sharing information to the collective gamers who are playing this. We're all discovering this universe together. We're sharing information. We're discovering information, and we could choose to share that information or keep it a secret. And you can very rarely run into somebody else playing. Now that that's out of the way, you could play offline. Your discoveries won't be shared to the rest of the world. The next commenter says, "Cobra, you should make a video just talking about the release date for 15 minutes. I'm not even touching that. And I'll tell you why. The Hello Games has enough pressure with everybody hounding them for the release date, and I understand both sides. You know, I understand some of the fans really wanting to know when this game's going to come out, and they want to know how long they have to wait because this is such an amazing game. But on the other side of that, the game's going to come out. Sean Murray said soon. Yeah, I know the definition of that seems to be quite long, but you know, the guy said soon. And I think the best thing to do is, you know, to listen to Sean Murray and what he says. The next commenter says, "What do you mean by lobby? And that only a few people can join? Does that only mean 3 people can join the universe you create?" Okay, you don't create the universe. The universe in No Man's Sky, it's already made. It's generated from it's all procedurally being generated from a permanent seed and then we're all just going out and discovering them. So we're not creating the universe as we're going along. It's not like Shape of the World, the game where you walk around and create the planet and it grows around you and changes around you the more you walk around. So it's we're not creating anything. And by lobby, that's kind of what, you know, how Sean Murray explained it. I don't necessarily completely 100% understand it either, but he kind of described it saying that what they have as far as multiplayer is that it allows for a player to enter your discrete space, and that space can only hold up to 3 people. Well, he said a few people. The next commenter says, "Cobra TV, don't you think the game is too bright for a space game?" Sean Murray explained in the AMA that they showed off their more vibrant systems, and he thinks that those more vibrant systems are more fun and offer more. But he did say that if you are wanting black space, you know, just a normal black background and the stars and stuff like that, he said if you're willing to explore, you'll find it. So that's good news for people who want that, you know, who are excited about regular black space, or, you know, they're reluctant to enjoy the more colorful solar systems. The next commenter asks, "Is it possible to become a poacher in the game, like killing the wildlife and selling parts of them?" Halfway, yes. You can't be a poacher, but you can definitely be a hunter. As of right now, the only thing that we could do to the alien wildlife is just kill it, and it just dies. So if you wanted to look at it like hunting, you could do that. But poaching to sell or to collect, no, you can't. The next commenter asks, "Are you going to be able to come across planets with cities and towns with races that conquered their world like humans? And if so, do they go to war, and can you join either side and fight with them? It would also be really cool if the government can trap you and study you as you're trying to escape. Please like so people will be able to see this." You're not going to come across vibrant cities or anything like that. On the planets, you can't come across ruins. I don't think that they're going to be big city ruins or anything like that, but no vibrant cities, no governments, no nothing like that. The next commenter asks, "Are there going to be planets in the game with rings around them, such as Jupiter?" Now, I'm not sure if you're referring to like the clouds that form, the way they form on the planet that makes it kind of look like stripes, or if you're talking about the rings around Saturn. Sean Murray said the planets and how they look. He was asked if some of the planets would have rings around it like Saturn, and he said yes. Pretty much anything you see in sci-fi book covers or sci-fi artwork, they pretty much are going to be in No Man's Sky. The next commenter says, "Cobra TV, me and my friend would like to be on your podcast. I would love to have you guys come on and be on the show. Just add my Skype name below, and the Twitch is also down below where I stream the live broadcast. And all you have to do is just message me when I'm streaming, and then I'll add you to the call. But I would absolutely love to have you guys come on the show." The next commenter asks, "I wonder if this multiplayer-only game will allow us to play without PS Plus." Well, again, it's not a multiplayer-only game. You can play it offline if you want to. About the PlayStation Plus, I don't know. The next commenter says, I really hope the game will have ruins of ancient cities and remains of lost civilizations that have not been shown in any of the trailers. Procedurally generated cities, dungeons, and ruins would give me a reason to explore this universe. Very exciting comment. Sean Murray did say there's no cities in No Man's Sky. However, there are ruins. How much these ruins are clustered together, I don't know. But dungeons? Yes, Sean Murray said that there are dungeons in No Man's Sky. And in these dungeons that he says you could find blueprints and tech. The next commenter says, I have one question. In that minuscule chance that I run into another player, is there like a proxy chat so we could bask in the lottery luck of meeting? So far, no. But in the Game Informer back in January, Sean Murray did tease Game Informer with a possible in-game chat. Whether or not that's going to make it into the game, no clue. The next commenter asks, what happens if I fly in the opposite direction of the Atlas/center of the galaxy without using hyperdrive and go past the edge of the point where we start on? Cue X-Files theme. And you know what? That's got me so excited about No Man's Sky. Like the great unknown, the things that we're all going to uncover in this game. You know, the mysteries and the weird anomalies that we wouldn't even think that are going to be in the game that probably will be. But Summary said in the 70 questions video that you could fly off into the great unknown forever and ever and ever. So who knows what's out there, man? Maybe you could start a YouTube channel and show us what's out there. I will be doing gameplay on No Man's Sky, but flying into the great unknown forever and ever and ever is not what I have planned. But I really, really hope somebody does. So that's all I have for you today, guys. Leave your topics down below, what you want me to talk about, or better yet, come on the show and talk to me about them in person. Again, thank you guys so much for donating. I love you so much. I love every one of you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of this community. I'm going to put some awesome fan art at the end of this video. Until next time.